If you're seeing this, I somehow survived. Now, in this video, I talked to an exorcist to really get the truth. This guy has been chasing the skeletons of Tyrese Haliburton's closet for a minute now, and I've actually had an encounter recently, like 2 days ago. That's what led to me talking to him. I was in New York with Jeff Teague and Molly Santana. As we're leaving 2nd Street, we see Mitchell Robinson and Jalen Brunson. Mitchell Robinson seemed a little startled. Actually had a Jesus piece on, and he had glasses on in all black. Mind you, it was 95 degrees. And Jalen Brunson, he had a hoodie on with a do-rag tied over his eyes. I've never seen that before. As I went for the dap up, I saw yellow and blue spirits rise out of his body, and I noticed his eyes were white. And as soon as I went for the dap up, he lifted up his do-rag, and I was in the spirit realm. All I saw was Charles Barkley, Pascal Siakam, and Tyrese Haliburton. And as I tried to escape, the Indiana Pacers court, it was like a void. There was no lights on. All I saw was just fire everywhere. But I'm still recovering. That's why I get to the bottom of it in this video, and hopefully we can put an end to his reign of terror.
Yeah, so I've been chasing like the dark magic of the NBA. Bro, trying to chase down who's really like the leader of the cult, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, who controls the dark magic. Cause it ain't Tyrese, bro. I'll tell you that. It ain't Tyrese.
So who do you think it is? Like if you were to pinpoint it.
Like it's SGA. It's SGA.
Ooh, shit.
SGA is like the real cult leader of the black magic. It's SGA.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, look.
Alright.
So I'm gonna tell you a story, bro.
Okay.
Lock in, bro.
Alright, I'm locked.
So it was me, Until Japan, and it was SGA, right? We all at the crib together. Mind you, it's like before Game 7 of the finals. And we at the crib, and Until Japan go get some Red Bulls, you know what I'm saying? And we still at the crib.
Yeah, okay.
And all of a sudden, like SGA, he starts glitching, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? And like SGA, like his eyes start turning red, and like he starts like running towards me. And I'm like, well, what this nigga doing? Like, mind you, bro, like this is so random, like all of a sudden. And SGA, he grabs my hair and starts pulling it, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I escaped his crib. And from there, I just knew like this dude is like the cult leader of the black magic. It has to be.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
You're telling me Tyrese Haliburton's Achilles was the final the final ritual, like piece of the ritual.
But yeah, like he's like the final boss. Think of it as like it was never Tyrese who had the black magic. It was SGA the whole time.
You're saying Tyrese was actually trying to save us from the dark side?
He was trying to save us. That's what I keep trying to tell people. And like, look, Until Japan, he has like some kind of connection to this too. Because why would Until Japan be with SGA if he knew what he was doing? You know what I'm saying?
How did? Okay. Does him being Canadian, like, does that increase the like dark magic energy forces?
100%, bro. Like, look, Canada it's a big state. So when SGA has this cult around him, like it's the whole country that's with his cult. And it's random people too. Like, you know, Famous Dexter, the dude who made like, bro, what's that one song? I don't know, but him, Lil Skies, these random celebrities you don't know of, they're all a part of a cult that SGA started. And SGA, he's actively using his black magic to make these teams fold under him. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. So, I have a question.
What? What is it?
Does TDF and Bubble Jimmy Monster, where do they fit in the code?
Yeah, so look, Bubble Jimmy Monster, he wasn't intelligent, you know. No, he was very intelligent. So him and SGA, they're like kind of like their co-hosts, you know what I'm saying? So Bubble Jimmy Monster, it's the bubble. So they met in 2020. They didn't play against each other that much, but they had connections over the years. And just this playoff run, when Jimmy Butler left the Heat, he gave the code to SGA. They're like, all right, you can win the championship. Because he already knew on the Warriors, like he wasn't winning a chip. Because he was with Steph Curry. So he already knew, okay, I'm not going to contend for this shit. Hey, I'll give SGA the green light to win a championship. And to use his ritual powers, bro. So that's what we saw.
I'm about to show you some clips. Could you please give me your input? Actually, like genuinely, I've been having night terrors. Can you please explain this?
Oh, it makes sense. It makes sense. So, you know, overtime shadows.
Yeah, overtime shadows. Yeah.
Overtime shadows. Yeah. So you know how he kept talking about Tyrese Haliburton, right?
Yeah.
So Tyrese Haliburton, he linked up with Overtime Shadows, and they made the TV glitch just for this reason. So Tyrese Haliburton and Overtime Shadows, they agree like, hey, I'm gonna glitch the broadcast. And while that happens, set a curse that makes SGA a little less powerful. And he saw that because they got close, you know what I'm saying? But SGA prevailed. The Pacers got close to winning the game, but the curse didn't work.
Like, how does Adam the Silver not like control any of this?
Well, Adam Silver's like, he just lets it fly by. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't know, like Adam Silver, like we're best friends, and I called him the other day, and he's like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck about this NBA shit. So I'm like, wow, Adam Silver.
Can you please, like, for the love of me, I don't get it. Like, people were referencing The Conjuring. They were saying like the devil was talking, like he took over his body.
We've had to win in so many different ways all year. We've had so many weird wins during the regular season, during the playoffs. So why would that change? Because we're here in the finals. It's not changing. So we don't just keep staying out in it.
Like, what happened there? Like, what ritual with this?
So this is what I like to call the caterpillar effect. So you know the butterfly effect and how that works?
Yeah, the cocoon.
So the caterpillar effect is where your body takes on a form and it emits its devilish powers. So although I said Tyrese is the hero and he's not evil like SGA, right? Tyrese still has some devilish powers in him. You know what I'm saying? Look at New York Game 1, for example. Milwaukee Game 5. So what you see Tyrese saying here is like, I had to use those devilish powers to go against SGA so I could defeat the main boss. You know what I'm saying?
So he had to use one of Sukuna's fingers to take down Sukuna in the end, like Yuji from JJK.
Yeah, like he had to use evil to fight evil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, actually, it kind of calms my nerves. But
This one goes deep. This one has a really deep history.
why did he start doing this?
This is where look, so me and Dante were having a chat before the game.
Okay.
And I'm like, look, I know Tyrese, he might have to use some devilish powers. Like, you know how we were just saying you gotta fight evil with evil, right?
Yeah.
So he might have to use some of those devilish powers and pass it to one of his teammates so he could have more help. Because it's a game 6, like you want to force game 7.
Yeah.
Tyrese is hurt, and I'm Dante's like, no, fuck you, dude, and he left a Discord call. So I'm like, all right, watch, bro. And then seeing this happen in real time, it made sense because I was right. Pascal Siakam did sell his soul.
Wait.
You know what I'm saying? Tyrese gave Pascal Siakam the devilish powers for game 6. It's like Pascal Siakam inherited Tyrese's powers. That's what I'd describe it as.
So he did it. So he transferred his powers essentially. He just like
Yeah,
Space Jam.
yeah.
Okay. So he's a vessel. So you're saying he's like Mega Me now.
Yeah, like he's like a vessel for Tyrese.